Good afternoon, and welcome to Silly, Awesome, Authentic Advice with Annie. So, I have the pleasure, the honor, the privilege of speaking to people all over the world. And sometimes when I get done speaking, people want to hang out with me. Leo likes to hang out with me, especially if it's raining out. And I got to thinking, what are we really looking for? Are we looking for a coach? Are we looking for a friend? Are we looking for an accountability partner? Are we looking for a connection? So, a couple of thoughts on that. Number one, if you're looking for a coach, my greatest encouragement to you, and I have made this mistake a million times, and I usually always have a coach for the last 15 years, is hire the right coach that you first of all you relate to. You have something in common with, you connect with on a personal and professional level. Two, if you are hiring a coach, make sure they have achieved what you are paying them to do. I was talking to some other speakers today, and there are just way too many coaches out there that are telling you they can teach you something they have never done themselves. I coach on how to become a professional speaker, how to get paid on stages. I think that it's important that you've lived it. I've done the TED Talk. I've gotten paid over six figures. I've started with not knowing more than my story and straining it to become successful and to get booked as a speaker. Sometimes we're looking for a connection, just someone to follow, to inspire us. Sometimes people will say to me, Annie, I need a little bit of Annie every day. And I will say, excellent, go to YouTube and you can watch my videos, which I have well over. Leo's very attached. It's raining out. Well over 700 videos on YouTube. And you can just get a little bit of Annie's energy, encouragement, inspiration, drive, passion, all the things. As a coach, I'm very much about accountability and results. So I always ask, do you want an accountability partner? And when we have the privilege of being someone's accountability partner, we are supporting them. We're not shaming them, and we're also not saving them. I don't do the work for you. You have to do the work. You have to do the work and go after it. You have to stay motivated. And when you need a break, take a break, but then get right back up and get to work. And sometimes we're looking for a friendship, and that's okay too. Right now, I have so many connections on Facebook, I have for a while now, that it blocks me from new connections. And so if you are not on Facebook, maybe you're seeing this on LinkedIn or YouTube, feel free to unfriend me on any platform if you don't enjoy my content anymore or if you're not active on it. I think sometimes people get on and connect with everybody and they're never active. So I always try to clean that up on birthdays. When one tip is I have a lot of things I do every day, and one is wish everybody a happy birthday. And if somebody you're wishing happy birthday to, you cannot write on their Facebook, if it says send them a message, it means they've unfollowed you, so they see none of your contact. That's a great time to remove that connection because it allows space for another person to come and connect with you, especially if you're a public figure, you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're an influencer, you've got a talk show, all of the different things. And so today I just wanted to say that if you are not active on any of those three platforms where I believe this is going live, LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, feel free to disconnect with me. But if you are active, feel free to connect with me. I know that on now LinkedIn and Facebook, I've gotten to the max. So now I think you become a follower instead of a connection or a friend. But I just think it's so important to know what you're looking for. If you're looking for encouragement, YouTube is a great place to hang out with me. If you're looking to have conversations, all three platforms are great places to ask me questions, to get encouragement. I had the opportunity to speak 3 times this weekend and got back to my desk this morning trying to motivate after kind of having a beautiful, blessed, but busy weekend. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I need a day off, but not today, maybe later this week. And I was thinking about friendship and thinking like, I love all the people I meet. Oh, and I love accountability. And I kind of teach this formula of honing. We first look at all 7 areas, then we pick one area, then we look at 6 ways we can improve that area, then we pick one thing we will do, and then we go through this step process that is partially saying your name again and again to reiterate to yourself, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to work on, this is my first step, and we go through this journey of steps to succeed, because having a goal is great. Attaching your name to it's a little better. Narrowing it down to one thing's better. Picking when you're going to start. Seeking support. Understanding what it means. The privilege of accountability. I think a lot of things in life are privileges. And I sometimes think we take them for granted. I'm like a weirdo about how much of a privilege the platform is. So I never do gigs. And I know most of my speaking friends do gigs, but I'm always like, they don't feel like gigs to me. They feel like powerful presentations. They feel like the privilege of the platform. They feel like a connection and a collaboration to encourage people to shift their thinking, to adjust their perspective. Sometimes when I speak, I'll say, my goal is to irritate you today, which might seem like a weird thing to say, but I want myself and any speakers I work with to connect with their audiences, not talk at them, but talk with them, to get them thinking, feeling, to get them laughing, and then to challenge them to become something better than they think. Okay, I'm a good manager. Could I be a great manager? Okay, I'm a collaborative. I'm part of the team. How could I be more collaborative than competitive? Sometimes our own insecurities and egos stop us from being as successful as we could be because we feel threatened by someone else's success. And that is a prayer of mine. Like, never let someone else's success bother me. Instead, let me celebrate their successes and let us collaborate as we rise together. I was talking to a new connection. He was telling me we're kind of in sync. And I said, I see what you're saying, that our services are complementary. And yes, they can be in sync, but he said he didn't like that word. And I was like, I'm all about collaboration with other speakers, with other coaches, with other organizations. How do we rise? I also know some of you have reached out because I talked about starting a nonprofit. And yes, I have a mission to create a world full of 1 million pineapple people. And yes, I have a desire to get 1 million P3 pineapple packages in caregivers' hands. I got to spend some time this weekend with nurses. And I said, when I walk into a hospital or into a clinic and I can give nurses purses, no, P3 pineapple packages that are full of hope, health, and happiness. And it's not food, and it's not flowers, and it's not for the patients. It's for them. It's for them after they've been exhausted and berated and yelled at because people are stressed and in pain and scared because family members don't understand how many patients you're working with. I will get 1 million P3 pineapple packages out there. And I want to say I will not start a nonprofit, at least not this year and maybe never. But I hope to partner with some nonprofits that care about caregivers and that we can partner and get these 3 P3 packages out. I can't take on one more company right now. I'm getting really excited. I get to go be on the block on November 4th. So I've got that coming up. I'm working on my 12th book and I'm speaking. I'm grateful. I have a lot of speaking engagements coming up. So I'm so thankful as we go into November for my clients and always. And then I've got my new coaching program from story to the stage in 90 days. So I have plenty on my plate. I'm not busy. I'm full and I'm fulfilled. And I still make time for movement and for Leo and for prayer and for all the other important things in my relationships and my family. And so, yes. Oh, good morning. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Good morning. Nice to see you. Afternoon. It's not morning. I don't see. See, I'm still waking up. Leo's panicking because it's storming out. Anyway, we're moving back to the beach this week. Lots of good, wonderful things coming. Greg is done with cardio rehab. We thank you again for your prayers, your support, your encouragement, your cards. It has been a year full of more surprises, adventures, and challenges, but we face them head on and we look for the good and we do our best to be the good in all of that. So thank you for listening. Thank you for connecting. If you're not on social media anymore, feel free to unconnect on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube. But if you are on, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube station and watch some of the great videos and encouragement there. If you're feeling stuck or sad or overwhelmed, I'm here to encourage you. If you feel like you have a story and there's more and you deserve to get on stages and to get paid on stages, then I would love for you to consider my 90-day story to stage coaching program that I will kick it off as soon as people are ready, but I really feel like I'm going to work with 10 professional women starting January 1st, and we'll go through the 90-day program together. But if someone doesn't want to wait, I can work with you now and get you started. I always say these are the 2 months to really work hard, November and December, when everybody else takes their foot off the gas. keep going, stay focused, stay consistent, stay disciplined, stay obedient, and you will get the fruit. You will get the fruit next year, because it's when people set back that you get to still stand out. You know what I mean? And sometimes standing out takes doing a little bit more effort. And that doesn't mean don't. I want you to take breaks. I want you to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and the new year. I want you to focus on what your goals are for next year, but take a minute to breathe, but also work. And even if 3 days a week you work for 3 hours toward building what you hope for what you plan for in 2026, that implementation obedient plan will bear much fruit. And as my clients know, we are planting seeds every day, and we are not planting daisies. We're planting oak trees. So if you want to plant an oak tree and have me hold you accountable and get you to where you want to go, I would love the opportunity to talk with you and see if my program's a good fit for you. Thanks for being here, Tracy. If anyone else has questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. God bless and have a beautiful evening. Happy Monday.